California's hottest mortgage down payment assistance is back in California, and that is next. Yes, I'm going to go over that, what the down payment assistance is all about. We just went over it about a year ago, somewhere in March, April of 2023. It sold out in 11 days. Now they've kind of figured out what they're doing this year. We're going to go over that, as well as the numbers for 2023. How was inventory? How were sales? Did your property go up in value? Well, I'm going to look at the overall view of the United States, and if you think it's bad, it's not at all. Actually, we've seen growth. And as well as we're going over the interest rates, what are happening with it. We did see a jump in the 10-year bond, but I think the rates are kind of smoothing out. All next on Real Estate Daily. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage market. Now, before we jump into it, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It gives me the best you're going to get the best 5 to 10 minutes in real estate and the mortgage market on a daily basis. Let's go right to it. Guys, this is huge. Last year, once this program hit, called Dreamer program, it was from the state of California. They had set aside a year before about $300 million. They were going to use it as down payment assistance up to 20%, or you could use 20% of the purchase price, and you could shift it to 5% in closing costs and then 15% down, however you wanted to shift it. Now, that second or that loan was going to be held by the government. So what did it do for people? Well, number one, it gave you the down payment that you could use. Number two, and more importantly, what did it do? It allowed people to qualify for loans. Now, if you had 20% down, a lot more people qualified. So it wasn't as bad as what we ran into the fourth quarter of last year, where people the amount of people qualifying for loans it was almost 1 or 2% of the population. This will actually increase it. Now this year they looked at all the little bugs that happened last year. This year they're doing things a lot differently. They went so quick last year. It only lasted for 11 days. You had to buy a house immediately on the spot. Everyone was beating each other up because that money was getting sucked right out of the system. This year, now they're giving people, as long as you qualified in advance, it's giving you 2-3 months to go find a home. So it won't be this crush of people rushing in and overbidding for homes. Gives you a little more time. Now, inventory is tight. So with inventory being tight, it's still going to be a little bit of a rush for people. So with that being said, we're really excited to see this. This is for Orange County Register. I wrote this. I also saw it texted and emailed to me today. I don't know all the different nuances. I know that now you have more time. You have to get qualified in advance. But with all that being said, let's move on. All right, Cobesi letter, medium home, and this is really important here. This talks about year over year. Medium existing home prices jumped 4.4% year over year in December to 382,000, according to National Association of Realtors. This means that over the last 10 years, there were only been 4 months with year over year price declines. Think about that. This means that over the last 10 years, there's only been 4 months with year over year price declines. That is insane. If you can't see that you need a house for many reasons, including having having a locked in monthly rate, having a roof over your head. So you're taking their biggest investment and you're utilizing it. It's not like gold. It's not like stocks. What, are you going to run under stock? Your pile of paper stocks while it's raining, you're gonna go and burn them to keep the heat going? No, this is the best. This is typically your best. I'll say it won't be your best. Typically your best investment you will ever make in life. And I've said it once, I'll say it 100 times. What's happening right now? People who own a house and people who don't own a house, we're ripping the middle class in half. And this is typically the line that's being drawn. Mortgage rates fell from 8% plus to below 7% with final months of 2023. We saw some demand return. However, inventory is still 40% below the historic averages, so prices are rising. There is no inventory like I just had talked about. Now, those are real numbers. Let's go see what CNBC has to say. December home sales slump to close out the worst year since 1995. So as we've seen that we are down 40%, and we have no inventory and we have hardly any sales, it says that everything's bad here. So we went through pure numbers, the truth, and then we went through the way to spin the truth into negativity. And guess who did it? Yes, my girlfriend, Diana Olick. Let's go read the numbers. December home sales were 6.2% lower than the same month a year earlier. No inventory. Inventory fell 11%. So we have 11% fall between 1 month over month. So from November to December, we saw 11%. Can you imagine 11% of all inventory disappearing off the face of the earth, in California? That was crazy. Full year home sales in 2023 came in at 4 million units, the lowest tally in what, guys? 30 years. No one's selling their home, and nobody wants to get out of those 3% rates. No way. That's the only thing they can control. They can't control inflation, can't control gas prices, can't control food prices, can't control utilities. But what they can control is what they pay monthly, which is your largest budget expense that most people have, whether it be rent or mortgage. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. What are the rates? Here we go. We saw a small decline in conventional, down 2 basis points, about 5 basis points up here on FHA. So it's at 6.5. So if we look at the charts right here, we don't see we see it kind of, leveling off here. I still say that somewhere in the first quarter, we will see them go back under 4, and we'll see our rates head into the high 5s, really low 6s. That's my prediction. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. It's exciting time. If you're out there looking for a house or you're thinking about it, there's that program, the Dreamer program. Please contact me below. Do what you have to. This is the time that you need to get out there and get this thing rolling and get yourself qualified. And if the state of California will put your down payment, and if you can qualify on your income, guys, there's no better time to buy a house than with this program right now. Can't say it any louder. Think about it. All right, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you later.